another action-packed episode of AWIPOD World Wide. We gotta start doing a thing where I say AWIPOD and then we all say worldwide at the same time. Okay, ready? We're gonna do it right now. Okay, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
AWIPOD World
Wide.
There we go. We did it.
We may have stolen Titus's gimmick, but he hasn't been around a while.
The mayor is here right now. I read the outer reaches of your mayor, which is something, Mayor. Mayor, how are you doing?
I am doing better than Damien Demento in a toothbrush commercial.
Wow, Damien Demento in a toothbrush commercial. I did not see that coming.
I didn't either. I don't know where it came from. Those mushrooms on my pizza might have been something special.
There might have been something stronger than what I took before this show. Yeah, on your mushroom pizza. We've also got our pal from across the pond, Glenn's here with us. He stole the mayor's gimmick and he's got his shades on tonight. He's from parts unknown, so
yes.
I think Brent needs some stunner shades too.
I guess I need. I'm in my basement, so I don't think there's any. I couldn't find any.
There's just sunglasses sitting around in your basement.
He's got a cool woolly hat on. So
yeah,
I feel like when you live in Nebraska, Ohio, or England, you don't need sunglasses because you see sun like 6 days a year.
Rarely, yeah.
Right. Yeah, there's like 7 days in the summer where you see the sun, and that's really the only reason why you. So,
well, where do
I always find in Nebraska we start drinking early, and if you put sunglasses on, then you'll think it's later than it is. So,
I suppose that's logical as well.
You guys ever been drinking outside during the day and you had sunglasses on? You took them off and you were whoa!
Yeah.
What? How? Who did this?
Quite often.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't in a while, but I have before. Which is a total Brock Lesnar thing to say. Well, all right, gentlemen. It is about that time. It's time for some WCW World Wide. Are you guys excited? Are you ready?
Before we do this very quickly? This is WCW. Yeah. This is WCW related. There's a question I've put to the DDT guys in their emails. How do you think it would have gone? The Monday Night Wars would have gone if WCW hadn't released the likes of Steve Austin, Cactus Jack, and I had a list of them. Well, even back to me, Mark Callis.
Right.
How a long way back.
Yeah. Well, it's only we're looking at a time now where he only just gone to the WWE, or WWF, so not that long.
I feel like Steve Austin eventually would have broke through as a major player and a major star in WCW. I think he would have. I think Mean Mark Callis, this is going to sound terrible, but in the role of Mean Mark Callis, I don't think he was going anywhere. I don't think he would have been an anybody. And he was gigantic. He was a big guy. But if he was just Mean Mark Callis, had a heart punch, he was not getting anywhere near the main event picture in WCW ever.
Right, here's my list. So I brought it up.
Who was the other guy? Who was the other one? Mick Foley? Cactus Jack?
Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Eddie Guerrero, Dustin Rhodes, The Giant, and Jean-Paul Levesque. If none of those had been released by WCW, who would have won the Monday Night Wars?
See, the thing about it is, like, I think if you look at WCW, while they did do some stuff, they really didn't, besides Goldberg, create really any new stars. What new stars besides Goldberg did they really make? I mean, if they did make some, they heated them up for a little bit and then they cooled them off. So I really don't think that even if you would have kept Stone Cold Steve Austin, they wouldn't have known what to do with him. They wouldn't have been able to use him right. They got Bret fucking Hart. They gave him Bret Hart. He was the hottest thing in the industry. And they went, oh, this is nice, and then put it in the fucking closet. So I don't think they would have known what to do with him. As far as, like, I don't know where the Monday Night Wars would have went with that, because if you don't have Austin versus McMahon, I don't know if WWE is
Oh,
able to own
yeah.
the NWO.
But do
Triple
you think
H.
Do you think The Rock could have filled into that role to be eventually the big baby face that could have split off against McMahon?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Because I think The Rock could have, but I also think that Austin in WCW, he already was at that U.S. title picture, I believe. Like he was already in the U.S. title. You know, he was part of the Deadly Alliance. He was really starting to get some shine on him until he ended up getting cut to go to ECW, I believe.
He was injured at the time, I think, when they let him go.
So I really think he could have shined through and been, he would have been in that same position. I think he would have found it. And I think The Rock would have been, The Rock is The Rock now. It's not like he would have been any bigger of a star.
Right.
But I think it's not like you can get more than the most recognizable person on the planet Earth. So I can't say that, but he probably...
He would have had a lot more carrying.
He would have had to do a lot more carrying in WWF without Austin being there to be his foil.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was just a little silly little thing while we were talking about WCW.
I always wondered what would have happened if instead of Brett taking his ball and going to WCW, if they would have re-signed Brett and Sean went to WCW to join into the NWO. I always thought that would have been
I'll stop you there because we will be getting to that. Brent and I have got a new little project in planning. Very soon we will be getting to what happened with Bret Hart and what would have happened. We would have probably be surmising what would have happened if he hadn't have gone to WCW and all the rest of it.
Yep, we will definitely get into that. We're gonna call that Warring to Attitude, where me and Glenn are gonna review. We're gonna go through the whole WWF 1997 year, watch all the Raws, all the pay-per-views, and give a nice review on them all. It should be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that. So be on the lookout for that. We're gonna start that up here in a couple weeks.
And of course, it involves.
What'd you say?
The Montreal, and of course, that includes the Montreal screw job.
Yeah, the thing about it is, like, 1997 has always been my favorite WWF year, just because I think it's like a transition year where they really go away from the old way of the WWF was run, more cartoonish stuff to getting more to the realer side of things. I mean, if you think about 1997, the rise of Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock turns heel. We got the Nation of Domination. You got the beginnings of DX, the Hart Foundation. There's just so much that happens within the year of 1997, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to dig into it. So I can't wait for that.
No, I can't either.
Yeah.
So you will get your answer
for some worldwide. So here we go. I'm going to put it up on the screen, and I'm going to hit play, and we're going to watch this thing. Here we go. As I've said before, you can't pull this up and watch it with us. I'm sorry, but you can't. We're looking at Arn Anderson. What a handsome son of a bitch.
You see, I'm a tan man, and I can't do an Arn Anderson impression, but I've got a good tan, and I got a good beard that only rivals Al Borland and Tool Time.
Oh, yeah. They look him and Al look like they could be cousins. We get a lot of Tool Time references on this show.
I tried to get a Tool. I had to get the Tool Time reference out of the way 3 minutes into the show.
Make sure you use Western Union for the fastest way to send money.
No, I think Cash App's faster.
Yeah, and Venmo, you can Venmo a lot.
Yeah, do they not? These guys not know about that?
They don't know about Venmo. Yeah, they're still using the old Western Union.
Bunch of clowns.
Here with Chris Cruz.
Chris Cruz looks like a real weasel.
He does, really. He looks like he'll do your taxes, doesn't he?
He does. He's a good tax man. Not the IRS.
Oh, we're looking at the United States Tag Team Tournament. The Dynamic Dudes and the Mod Squad. The Fabulous Freebirds, Tommy Rich, Eddie Gilbert, Flying Brian and Z-Man, the Royal Family, Midnight Express versus the Rock and Roll Express. That's a hell of a first round.
I know. That's a hell of a starting match. That should be the final.
You couldn't have one of them face Z-Man and Paul and Hillman. What the fuck?
There's somebody genuinely pull that out of a hat.
It seems like it, yeah.
Yeah, like why would you have that? Like, don't give that to start.
That's not booked.
That's like
is it?
That's like getting a blowjob then going on the first date.
It's
backwards.
Backwards.
Sorry
was a
about
good
that.
one.
You might want to edit that
was
part
nice.
out.
Nice work. God, get to the ring already. Goddamn. Cruz is giving fucking Terry Funk tax advice here. Well, you know,
He just raises his eyebrows at old Funkster.
Now we're gonna see the
Oh,
fucking
Road
Road Warriors tonight.
Warriors.
Oh shit!
So who are the Road Warriors
Some-
facing in this tournament?
Some poor bastard.
I
The
have.
jerk Glenn,
Yes, I have.
where he's like, they're juggling cats. Get my checkbook.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting some footage. Is this Doom versus? Oh, it looks like the Steiner brothers and
Starting.
Animal. Oh, speaking of Mean Mark Callis,
Me,
that is.
Mark, and Spivey
Yeah.
and Doom.
Yeah.
So it's the Skyscrapers
Doom.
and Doom versus the Steiners and the Road Warriors here.
So we've got Farouk and Undertaker on a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct me if and Waylon Mercy's on their team as well.
Waylon Mercy.
Don't forget that.
And who was the other guy? Was it Hacksaw Butch Reed?
Yeah, it's Hacksaw Butch Reed.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he was also in WWF as just Butch Reed, I believe, as the name.
I like how
Yeah,
they brought him out here in masks as if motherfuckers didn't know that was Ron Simmons and fucking Butch Reed. You're like, oh yeah.
Lots of guys walking around downtown Atlanta looking like that.
Right.
They wouldn't at this time.
I guess that's a good point, but
Because, yeah, they've been all right. They've been doing stuff on around the territories, but this was brand new to WCW. They were fairly new at this time to it.
Mm.
I did not expect to see this star-studded 8-man tag team match, to be honest with you. I'm a little shocked by it.
Because this is,
Oh,
well, this must be part of the payoff from
the
when
dog commercial.
from when Woman is pretending to like Rick Steiner. And then she brings in
Oh.
Doom in. She brings Doom in to sort the Steiners out.
So let me ask you this: what turned her on to Rick Steiner? Was it the dog commercial?
Might well have
It must have
been.
been his ruse.
Had to be the ruse.
So everyone in here is in the WWF Hall of Fame except Butch Reed, I'm assuming. Or no, Spivey isn't either.
Yeah, no, Spivey's not in. But yeah, everybody else is. Butch Reed, I don't think so. Butch Reed should definitely be in. It's weird that he isn't. Maybe they've got some sort of beef with him. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Sid Vicious still isn't in, but
It's a good point.
Neither
things
is
are broken down
Earthquake.
here.
how's Earthquake not in?
I know.
Somebody
He
needs to
should
get
have
in
his
on
own
that.
handsome wing.
He should.
Yeah, it's probably it. People get really jealous of really handsome men, so they can't have him just making everyone else look bad.
Just show everybody up. If they're gonna put him in, he'd have to have his own separate.
My God! Did you see that spike pile driver on Scott? It looked like,
They're killing people. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they just killed Scott Steiner. No wonder he was injured for.
Yeah.
I heard the Undertaker tell a story about when he was teaming with Dan Spivey. They had some sort of thing with the Road Warriors, and I guess Spivey was pissed about his payoffs or something like that. And so he just goes out there and just starts beating the shit out of the Road Warriors and goes out and gets a chair, hits them both with the chair real hard, and then they just leave the ring. And Undertaker's like, we're sitting in the back, and I'm thinking, God damn it, when these guys get back here, we're gonna have to fucking fight them because he said Road Warriors come back, and they didn't say a word. They said thanks for the match and just kept on walking. He said Spivey looked dead across at Undertaker and just winked because he knew they weren't gonna fucking try to mess with me. That'll tell you how bad of a man Dan Spivey was. The Road Warriors weren't about to fuck with him.
Yeah, Spivey, that Waylon Mercy character was so ahead of its time, but
So that must have been a recap of something.
Yeah.
Luckily, Scott Steiner's neck is still alive there.
Yeah,
he's still.
He has got a big neck though.
Yeah, and a mullet to boot.
The doctor said the only thing that saved him was his hair. Actually, if he hadn't had that hair, he'd be in a wheelchair. What they said. Thank God for that helmet here. Yeah, Hawk's veins are popping out of his neck.
I just want to try to do a Hawk impression, but I don't feel like screaming and waking up Christy.
Yeah,
So I'm just gonna pass on that right now.
Is this a? Hopefully, this is a 6-man. Oh, good, we got our guys back. What are these guys?
Galaxians.
The Galaxians.
Are those the Mulkeys?
Galaxians. Where they're from? They're from Galaxians.
I can't remember.
Oh fuck! They're dead.
They're dead.
They better go back. They better get on their spaceship and get the fuck out of here. Run! Yeah, run! You have to run. Keep running. Oh no!
Oh, look how
Run.
small they were. Oh my god!
It's like two two kids fighting their dads. That's what this is like.
How big were the Road Warriors then? I mean, they had to be mountain of men. The steroid days.
The Galaxians thought they were the aliens. Is what it was.
Yeah.
Fuck! He just threw them all the way across the ring.
Yeah, he threw him like a freaking pencil.
It's a bad day to be a space alien. I'll tell you that much.
No Guardians of the Galaxy here.
Yeah, no, not at all. There's no Drax in their corner. They don't even have a Chris Statlander to help them.
No. What planet is she from?
Andromedon, I thought.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if she's still a space alien or not. She used to be.
She may have been revived.
Something like that. If the Galactic guy said, man, why the fuck you do that? I'm trying to get in there.
He comes in there and he moops a hawk or animal in the nose and goes boop.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. Wouldn't recommend it. Oh, Jesus. Oh,
I've never seen anyone take that bump.
He did that Ric Flair thing, but not voluntarily.
Flair goes over it forward. He went over backwards.
He just totally missed the top rope.
It was just sheer physics that sent him over the top rope. That's all that was. Holy cow, look at the agility by Hawk here.
It's no wonder why you can't actually find any reference to who these guys were under the mask. They didn't want to be known.
He just tried to tag an animal.
You don't know what day of the week it is.
Exactly. He's not sure.
He is very concussed.
No, he's thinking, Mom, I don't want to go to school today.
That's not helping.
No.
Oh. Having his head smashed in the turnbuckle is not helping. Just stay down. Just stay down.
And he's got to take the Doomsday device.
Is that Norman the Lunatic in the front row?
It is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's the Doomsday
His
device.
leg is broken, I think. Fucking Christ. That was not worth the $50 they got for this. That was not worth it.
No.
And then split it. They got $25 a piece for that. Oh,
I gotta see this again. He flips fully over.
Oh,
he lands
on
his feet.
on his feet.
Oh, I landed on his knees. Oh,
good God Almighty! Well, hopefully they get back to their spaceship. Oh,
yes, Johnny Ace here. The
hey
dudes.
guys,
God.
have you seen Shane's arms? They sure look great. Not as good as Vince's though. God, I'll put some oil on those if you want, boss. They look great.
Look at Johnny Ace. He just wants to play volleyball and compliment Vince's arms.
I'm just waiting for like a volleyball montage. Like that's what I'm waiting for is for them to start like.
He even looks creepy here, doesn't he?
He does. It's like, I'm gonna marry your mother, fellow twins.
There is nothing that doesn't say creep about him, even just in that promo.
Everything about that man's face said creep. You're absolutely right. Oh, we're at Funk's Grill again. Well, you know, ladies and gentlemen, here at Funk's Grill, we don't really serve steaks. We serve deer burgers. If you ain't never had a deer burger, it's delicious. And we don't have no more kamikazes because Ric Flair was here last week. God damn it. I can't keep it up.
And on our breakfast menu, we have sucking eggs.
Your mother's a whore, Norman. Your mother's a whore.
Why is his face blue, though? Is he watching Braveheart?
That's right.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. That's so funny that you said that. They may take our lives, but they'll never take my padded cell, he said.
I had 2 of them. I watched it twice. How many times did you watch Braveheart? Twice. I said I watched it twice, Funkster.
Today. I watched it twice today. You told me you watched it 2 times a day.
I said, go watch it again. Go on.
Get out of here. Don't come back to you watched it
3 times a day.
Dude, Terry. Oh, now we got Teddy Long here. Oh, it's time for a tag team match playoff.
I didn't think I'd see anyone that has me blocked on Twitter tonight.
Teddy Long has you blocked on Twitter?
I don't know how.
Who is he?
Search it up. He probably, if you've ever mentioned anything wrestling related, he's probably got you blocked.
What?
I think I'm blocked by him as well.
I don't know what he's got, but he's feeling it. Like I'm dancing too.
He was hanging out with the Godfather a little earlier, and he had the funk.
Look at him. Let the rhythm take you back. Sorry, that's just what hit my brain. Funk can't believe this. He said, "Dancing at Funk's Grill, we only line dance here, motherfucker. What's wrong with you?"
Yeah, you got the wrong sort of funk.
Not flash.
We don't allow that kind of funk in here. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Oh, now Mean Mark
Got
Callis
Mean
is
Mark.
back. I don't think he's gonna skate. Don't let that fucking tuxedo fool you. You ain't gonna fuck with Terry Funk. Come on, man.
Do you think he would have gotten over as a babyface as kind Mark Callis? Where he just does good deeds but looks menacing.
Sweet Mark Callis. Just keeps that mean face, but just goes around doing nice things. Puts his jacket over a puddle for an old lady.
Goes and delivers a lady her groceries. Helps change someone's tire on the side of the road for the flat. Like, he just does kind things. He's kind Mark Callis.
I know there's plenty bad you could say about Vince, but he looked at that and thought, I've got a gimmick for him.
And then the rest was history.
Yeah.
Worked out for him.
Yeah. I forget who it was. Was it Ole that said the guy couldn't draw a dime?
Yeah, I think it was Ole that told him he'd never draw a dime. Yeah. Oh, even Funk's feeling it now. He said, "All right, let's get Funky up in here. Where's Flash Funk when we need him? They're cousins, you know. Terry Funk, Flash Funk, cousins."
And the underhunk.
Oh God! Oh,
good news, everyone. Lex Luger is up next.
We can't escape old baked potato.
Every week.
It doesn't matter what show we're watching.
Oh, Jimmy
Hart. That's not Jimmy Hart. He hasn't aged.
It's not that Jimmy Hart.
That's not that Jimmy Hart. No.
This guy looks more like Jeff Galooly than Jimmy Hart.
The mouth of the Midwest there, Jimmy Hart.
He was the mouth of Canada. Here comes Goldilocks.
How the hell did he actually get on TV using the name when it was such a famous one?
I mean, I guess if that was his real birth name.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very strange that they would let him wander out here as Jimmy Hart. I'd be like, no, you got to change your name, man. That don't work here.
No, yeah, you should just wrestle under the name Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan will be in the building tonight.
The actor Stuart Granger, his real name was James Stewart, but because there was already a James Stewart, he had to change it. Now, there's a famous Jimmy Hart kicking about this time, so how's this guy getting away?
I mean, a pretty famous Jimmy Hart. I mean, a lot of people probably know him in the wrestling world, I think. Why is Lex Luger dressed like a fucking idiot? He looks like something Karrion Kross would wear.
He's very Spartacus-like.
Yeah. What are you doing here, buddy? You fighting in the... No, nobody likes it. Put it back on.
Has anyone ever liked Lex Luger as a human being? Like,
every other show we watch, every time we turn this on, we see this baked potato face. His name is fucking Lex Luger. This fucking baked potato face taking on Jimmy Hart here. Yeah, baby.
His hair has so much curl to it.
Yeah, it really does. It's like he got it permed, but only the bottom part.
Yeah, it's just
like, can I get a half
from the ears down?
Yeah. Let me get a half perm. Only Lex Luger shows up to the fucking beauty parlor with his fucking baked potato face and says, let me get a half perm.
Yeah, WCW is like, can you find someone that looks just like Fabio, but their face is melted?
like if you took Fabio and put him in a microwave for 30 seconds,
but just his head.
Yeah.
I'm sure Lex is probably a good human being. I shouldn't say bad things about him.
Well, he probably is now, but he wasn't so much before. Big
Yeah.
clothesline here by Lex Luger. And we're not judging his character. We're just judging his face. That's all.
It's true.
Yeah.
I've heard that he's been a self-remade man, so I give him credit for
Absolutely, pal. I'm
being
sure
a
if
better
Lex Luger
person.
saw my face, he'd probably have a problem with it too. So I'm sure we're even.
Yeah. I was never called the narcissist, so
No, that was the thing.
I've never been said that I've loved myself or even liked myself. So here we go. The torture rack. It's kind of like looking at his face.
Oh, at least that was over quickly.
That's what she said, Glenn. That's what she said. To Lex Luger. Anyway.
Yeah.
I wish that Earthquake had a finisher where his submission was he just jumped on their face and called it the torture crack.
Yes, absolutely. You should have. That's great.
Wait, is that Buzz?
Yeah, Buzz Sawyer, the Great Muda, and something dragon.
Kabuki.
No, something dragon.
The Grand Dragon?
The Dragon Master. That's what it was.
Dragon Master. That's it. Yeah.
The Grand Dragon. I think that's something with the Ku Klux Klan, so I don't think that was wrestling here.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know. I don't have a lot of details of the Ku Klux Klan, so I'm not sure if that's right or not.
The Shinobi Man. You ever play the video game Shinobi? Sega Genesis?
Yeah. The ugliest one is the one that's not in the mask.
Right, they should put a mask on this motherfucker in the front. What they should have done. What's he doing with this?
Could Buzz Sawyer cut a good promo? He kind of is. He's animated.
He's not a bad promo.
I don't remember many Buzz Sawyer promos, but he looks like he's selling me just on his facial characteristics.
Yeah.
I'm kind of lost in what his pecs look like. How does he get him to go all the way down like that? Anyway, who's this here? Oh, Bob Cook.
Rob Cook and
John Chef.
Oh my God! If you're Hacksaw, no Higgins.
Hacksaw. It's the third Hacksaw.
No,
it's our third Hacksaw tonight.
Motherfucker, you're gonna have to change it. Oh, we got the Rock and Roll Express here. Like, if your name, what that guy's name was like Bob Love. Like, if that was your name, wouldn't you change it if you were going to wrestle? Why would you stick with that? Ricky Morton. Here we go. I wonder who's going to win this one.
Bob Cook and who is his teammate?
Bob Cook. That's what it is. Bob
Cook. Higgins.
I said Bob Love.
Hacksaw Higgins.
Bob Cook
and Hacksaw Higgins.
Okay.
Hacksaw fucking Higgins. No, he's just Higgins. Wasn't the guy on Magnum PI Higgins? Wasn't that?
He was Higgins. Yeah.
Was he a British guy?
He was.
He was. Yeah. All right.
Higgins is a good name. If I ever get it, it's a good dog name, Higgins. Get over here, Higgins.
Higgins, let's go. Yeah, that's great. Bob Cook kind of looks like he could be like Henry Godwin's brother, not Phineas, of course, but like his real life brother, not his kayfabe brother. I think they were cousins. I don't fucking know. Everybody in Arkansas is brothers and cousins, right?
Yeah, brothers.
I'm sorry for anyone in Arkansas who listens to this show. I don't think there is anybody, but if there is, I apologize. I live in Nebraska, so make all the hick jokes you want. We could do it together. It's fine.
Whose pants looked more like a Taco Bell cup, Ricky or Roberts?
Well, I mean, it's a tie. That you want to run for the border, if you know what I mean. I'm just kidding. I don't need Taco Bell.
We used to make that joke about having to go to the bathroom. Like if you had to go use the number 2 upstairs or wherever, you're gonna go make a run for the border. That was kind of like our code word as a kid.
Well,
and by as a kid, I mean like when I was like last week.
I was gonna say yesterday.
Go make a run for the border.
just yesterday. The mayor said it out loud today to no one in particular in his office by himself.
Put up a sticky note on the door. Went to make a run for the border.
Everybody had already left, but just in case, I want to get this joke in just in case somebody comes back. I just want to. Ironically, after you go to Taco Bell, you want to take a run for the border.
We know normally Ricky Morton's gimmick is he's the one that takes the pounding and then they come back. But even he's saying with these two jobbers, no, I'm not taking a pounding from you, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hacksaw's isn't gonna get the beating in.
You mean Higgins?
Higgins. Yeah, we can't call him Hacksaw.
Higgins.
Fucking Higgins here.
Just Higgins.
Oh,
Don't
test
even
the
do a test of strength with him, you dumbass. He's a lot bigger than you. Kick him in the knee, motherfucker. That's what I do. Right in the knee. Dumbass Morton. Here we go. Now he's going to start selling. He ain't have a choice now. Uh-oh. Oh!
Hey, that's not a babyface move right there.
It really isn't.
You can't sneak in the ring and punch someone in the Jimmy.
You did it. I think I was a little higher than his Jimmy. That was
Yeah,
that was a-
yeah, it was.
Well, look at
It was a stomach punch. It wasn't
well,
a.
how Higgins
It was
has his
quite a
pants,
low
you
blow.
can't tell.
Yeah, it kind of all blends in together, doesn't it? That's what he gets anyway. Usually I would be mad about it, but that's what he gets for trying to call himself Hacksaw. That's what you
You
get.
deserve a dick punch.
Yeah, you deserve a punch right in the penis. Good old-fashioned penis punch.
Rearrange the twig and berries down
That's
there.
right. Give him a good. I don't know. Oh no, we're doing it
Is
again.
that it again?
Ooh, the double nutcracker, and they took out his partner Bob Sapp. Well, it's Bob
Cook.
Love. I don't remember.
Bob Cook.
Bob Cook. Thank you, Glenn. It doesn't fucking matter. Generic.
It doesn't
wrestling
matter.
number 7.
Bob Cook. I was just teammate with that had the last name Chef, and they could be Cook and Chef.
That would be pretty good. Oh, that was a nice little back kick that gets this
Yeah.
through. Henry Godwin would never. He said, seriously. Whenever I look at the Bob guy, Bob Cook guy, I just can't think of anything else but a hog farmer. I don't know why. Just can't.
He never looks like one.
And I know a pig farmer. I've seen him.
Buy off on that.
That's not true. I don't think I've ever seen a pig farmer. Maybe I have. I wouldn't know if I did.
Seen the Godwins.
All right, here we go.
We're finally getting the Cookster.
The
Do you think he's going to get the crowd all cooked up?
Yeah.
Like that's when he gets his comeback, he cooks them up.
He's like, tonight I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna cook up the competition, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna fry them like I do my burgers at Bob Cook's Cook Stand, 44th and 4th Street. Come on down.
I feel like Ricky cooked up some things on a spoon before, but
Well, we're not here. We're not here to discuss that. What a man did in an alley behind a Kmart in 1988 is none of our business.
I was talking about melting chocolate for his hot chocolate on the spoon.
Oh, of course.
All right.
Did you guys ever watch Family Guy? There's an episode of Family Guy where it's like he goes into the bathroom and Cookie Monster's got like a thing of cookie dough and he's trying to cook the cookie dough on a spoon. He's like, come on!
Hello, Cookie.
I don't know. That just made me. Anytime you think cookie, when I think of cooking anything on a spoon, I just think of Cookie Monster in the bathroom stall trying to cook a cookie.
Oh.
And then when we get done with this, I'm going to go upstairs and try to cook a cookie on a spoon. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that.
my not to get completely away from this match, but since we're on cookies and spoons, my kid did the grocery pickup delivery thing for.
Oh, yeah.
And you know how they do like substitutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow they substituted my bag of Caesar salad that wasn't available with a 5-pound bag of s'mores cereal. Like, how far opposite could have you possibly gotten on my diet to deliver me s'mores cereal?
In fairness, they knew their audience because they were like, well, this motherfucker doesn't want any salad anyway. He'd rather have this box of s'more cereal.
I'm not kidding. The cereal looks like it's the size of a baby. It's gigantic. I didn't even know they made cereal bags this large.
Fucking how?
And what asshole was like on his final day of work, like, I'm going to get this guy. What substitution is that close?
Jesus, son.
That's more cereal is delicious, by the way. I'm just saying. They gave
Look how
you
big
that
it is.
instead of a bag of salad.
It's like the size of a pillow, like a full body pillow. It's gigantic.
It's so funny they gave you that instead of salad.
Caesar salad mix. Nope. How about 5
No.
pounds of sugar? I'm sorry, I completely derailed the podcast tonight. I
Oh
apologize.
yeah, because we find ourselves staying on topic.
This match has gone on far too long as it is.
When you guys were both gone, I was sitting here by myself. I was literally saying that. I'm like, this match has gone on for fucking far
hit the
too
double
long.
drop kick. It's over.
Lazy ass Bob Cook
Thank
here.
God he forgot to put his left foot on the rope there.
Yeah, he's too busy thinking about Bob Cook's cook stand. Good God, man. Woo.
Double drop kick, double back drop. If you did anything double in WCW, it was.
If they're fighting somebody like the Road Warriors or Midnight Express, you can understand them doing the babyface comeback. But when there's a couple of jobbers like that, they should just be sorting them out very quickly.
Glenn,
they shouldn't have gone on for that same minute.
Goddamn name of Bob Cook, okay? I won't have it.
And Higgins.
No, fuck Higgins. Fuck that guy. Higgins can go to hell.
Yeah, Higgins tried to do a test of strength with the baby faces. What do we got here?
Oh, is this weird WCW hotline thing with President Gorbachev?
Yep. There's a spot on his head.
Could you imagine? Call the WF hotline right now. Vladimir Putin says so.
Yeah.
Would that be something? Do you think that would win worst promotional tactic of the year from the Wrestling Observer? Or do you think that would win?
Could we somehow get Rusev in the commercial too?
Oh, God, and Lana.
And his tank.
Well, of course a tank. Why not?
Oh, woman. Oh, woman.
Jim Ross.
Good old JR.
Are we going to see Joe Petrosini this week? Joe fucking Petrosini knows where to get the best baked ziti. Mayor called me last week and I told him, but if you call me this week, I'll tell you a different place. Mayor,
get your parents' permission. Of course, everybody did.
I didn't. That was always a good day.
It doesn't feel right seeing Sting with the Four Horsemen.
This is stupid.
Like, how long was he with the Horsemen? Like 3 weeks? Like, I couldn't.
Yeah, it was exactly 3 weeks before they kicked him out.
Like, this just doesn't seem right at all.
About as long as he should have lasted.
Well, there are things that look right, though.
Yeah, woman never hurt anybody.
Absolutely not. She's a wonderful human being.
Arn Anderson's getting an eyeful, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not. And not being shameful about it.
So would I have been back then.
I mean, I am right now.
Arn Anderson definitely is. He's like frozen.
Yeah.
Look at that mane on Ric Flair.
You can you move your shoulder a little bit more? So just
look at Arn. Arn is going all the way around staring at her.
Yeah, he's taking creep to a whole nother level. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because you can't tell if Arn is 18 there or 48.
Yeah. Either he could be either. We don't know.
The build up.
No one knows.
There's a build up to this is that she'd been knocking him back for weeks.
Who, Flair?
Rick had been at his slimiest, creepiest to try and get a woman, and she'd been knocking him back for weeks, and then all of a sudden she's come up and giving him her number.
Ah.
Now, was she supposed to have been with Sullivan there? Or was
yes.
She just kind of okay.
Oh, next we get Arn Anderson versus the Samoans versus Samoan Savage.
Which one is that? Is that
it's the Tongan Kid, isn't it? He's running through the hallway. Sir, call the WCW hotline because Joe Petrosino knows where to get the best lasagna.
Are we back to the Gorbachev commercial?
We are. They like this Gorbachev commercial. They're proud of it. They are proud of it.
And they have no Nikolai Volkov or who was the shorter one?
Boris Zukov.
Boris Zukov, that's right.
Old Jim from West Virginia.
That's good. Yeah, because neither of them were really Russian.
Well, Nikolai wasn't he? I know Big Jim wasn't. Big Jim was like from Virginia or something.
No. Yeah, he was from like Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Yeah. The Steiner line. That's fun. You're going to call it the Steiner brothers, and they're going to tell you what? What are the Steiner brothers going to talk about?
How to make a number 2 pencil disappear.
Oliver Humperdinck looks like he's gonna do something strange for a little piece of change out here with the Tongan Kid. Look at him. Imagine you're a female, right? You're having a bachelorette party for your friend. You hire a stripper, and fucking Oliver Humperdinck shows up just like that. How mad would you be?
Oliver Humperdinck looks like my female art teacher in 8th grade.
She did come to school dressed like that, and then we never saw her again after that. Apparently, she was forced into early retirement. Arn Anderson, I think, is the television champion. I believe that's the belt that is. The
TV champ, right?
Yeah, so they have a new Stone Cold Steve Austin action figure out right now that has that TV title with it, the red one. And it has like that multicolored weird robe that he used to wear.
That's
I'm
cool.
on the lookout for that one. Oliver Humperdinck is a man from the jungle. Oh, he's Oliver Humperdinck. Watch out for that tree. He's like Tarzan, man. Look at him.
What kind of gimmick was Humperdinck supposed to be?
He's an island boy. I don't know if you've ever saw those weird twins with the island boy thing.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He said, "You listen here, Arn Anderson. I'm an island boy, and there's nothing you can do about it. Don't ask me what I did with these beads. They smell good.
What island? Ireland? Or is that more peninsula?
Island, isn't it? God
Staten Island.
A peninsula?
He's from Staten Island.
Long Island. One of the two.
He's from all the islands. Well, honestly, he's from Mississippi, but he likes to drink Long Island iced teas. So he calls himself an island.
Are they playing paper, rock, scissors?
Yeah, I think they were. The thing is, though, Humperdinck doesn't understand how to play. So
is this the beginning of the Bloodline feud?
I think so.
Because he kind of looks like Sami Zayn's dad, with the long red hair. Like that. Is this the beginning of the Bloodline story? This is the origin story here.
Come on, Sami Zayn's dad, get out of the ring so we start this thing.
We got Grandpa Zayn and
the Tongan Kid. Arn Anderson. We're gonna get a handshake.
And Arn Anderson is very Kevin Owens like, so.
Sorta. Oh,
kicks him back in the head.
We kicked him in his bald spot, which is even more insulting.
Yeah.
Arn Anderson started
got
going
no
bald
padding.
in third grade. Why is there kids just sitting on the
really
floor?
taking the action to Arn out here.
I'm choking him nail style. That girl in the front row looked offended. Did you see her? How she looked at him?
Oh,
Probably offended by Oliver Humperdinck's nipples. I know I am.
It's like you can't tell if he's got an undershirt on or not because there's like no tone to anything.
I'm unfortunately, I don't think there is an undershirt, and I'm offended. Someone should have stopped him and said at least button up a couple of those things. God damn it! Who do you think you are, Ray Trailer? Jesus, it's having a hard time. Arn Anderson's getting his fucking ass whooped. Well,
Are you getting a spine buster? No,
ooh,
still not getting anything. Arn Anderson hasn't got in any action.
That's a nice little flying forearm from I'm gonna call him the Tongan Kid because I know that's who it is. I'm not sure what they're calling him.
Okay, guys, guess how old Arn Anderson is here?
In this match, I could probably go back and do math, but I'm gonna guess like 30.
I'm gonna say 32.
Exactly 32. He looks about 40.
He does. But yes, he does look 40. But he's looking like
when he wrestled as Marty Lundy, he also looked 40. So
yeah. When he went to high school as Marty Lundy, he looked 40. So
imagine him showing up to one of those carnival games. It's like the guess your age game.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I'm glad I didn't look like that when I was 32.
Well, here we go. Is Arn Anderson going to be able to come back here? The Tongan Kid is just assaulting Arn Anderson's bald spot.
It is a lot of attacks to the bald spot.
Yeah. I can't believe he's not distracted by Oliver.
Most unprotected part of the head.
It's also been softened up by the sunshine, I think is what he's thinking. Makes sense, right? He's got a sunburn up there. I hit him in there a little harder. Sunburn starts to peel. That's going to hurt.
Is that considered the crown of the head?
Yes.
I think so. Ooh!
Ooh.
Beautiful cell job into the corner there. This is actually a pretty good match. Probably too good for this show. The Tongan Kid, or the Samoan Savage is what they're calling. Oh, you hit him. You can't hit him in the head.
No, he didn't hit him on the head. He hit him on the back.
Oh,
He's deliberately not hitting him on the head. This is good veteran moves by
Arn Anderson. Have you seen my
he's
bald
obviously
spot? I'm a veteran.
He's obviously fought these Samoans before and knows you can't hit them on the head. So he's tried arms, he's tried legs, he's tried it back.
Does this just go to a time limit draw? Is that what happens?
It might.
I feel like Arn Anderson's matches always went to a time limit draw when I was a kid, and I hated them so much because of it.
Yeah.
So I remember like the TV title matches always had like a 10-minute time limit or a 15-minute time limit or something like that.
So whenever you saw Arn Anderson in a singles match, it was either him getting disqualified or the time limit draw. Like I barely ever remember seeing him actually win matches as a kid.
Well, fuck, I'm sure in the 80s, if you saw Ric Flair in any show ever, he was probably going to an hour time limit draw. It's probably what happened. Oh, the Tongan Kid back to every time it looks like Arn Anderson might get the upper hand. The Tongan Kid
or the TV
Savage.
Yeah, with Ric Flair, if the TV time was running out, he'd get himself disqualified.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh. Choking him nail style. He's doing the reverse choke though. You never really saw that strategy from Nails. Nails just went with the straight up.
Now he's massaging his neck for him.
Yeah.
Getting a little sensual there. He saw him staring at woman and needed to help him out a little bit.
Yeah, what he likes to do is lull his opponents into a false sense of security, so he massages them a little bit before he chokes them. It's a weird.
Talking about that, I had a creepy experience the other day.
Does that mean
you may know I've had my hair cut.
Oh.
I went to a local Turkish barber's up the road. First time ever I went in there. And he's cut my hair, done a good job on that. And then the next thing, he's enveloped me in this hot towel and starts massaging me. Get off!
I would have breathed.
Big hairy Turk. I want to massage him.
I would have
fucking massage parlor down the road.
I have to say that's never happened here, but I'm not sure that's a customary thing here.
Yeah, Rachel cuts my hair and she does not massage me afterwards. Usually, anyway.
Oh, she's your missus. She didn't expect it.
Beautiful spine buster by Arn Anderson.
That's the end of it. Yeah, that's the end of it. Normally, the spine buster is the end of it.
The DDT was his finisher, wasn't it? Yep.
Yeah, the spine buster. The spine.
Oh, you can't. You got him. No, you can't. Oh, I thought he was gonna pop up. You got to pin him, dumbass. What are you doing? Oh, who's this? Oh, Buzz Sawyer's here.
I thought it was someone from the crowd.
I really did too. Oh, this is a random guy.
Oh, the ring's filled up.
Great Mood is here. Now who's coming? Oh, Ric Flair's here.
The Horseman arrived.
Rick was just back there with a woman. He has no pants on.
Yeah.
What's Buzz Sawyer so happy about? They didn't
I don't know. Anything. I'm really intrigued by Buzz Sawyer, and I have not heard him speak a single word.
Look at these handsome sons of bitches.
Flying
Brian and Z-Man.
Zinc.
Woo.
Yes, Flying Brian and the Z-Man.
I bet those two guys didn't have a hard time getting the ladies after the shows.
I bet not. Never. No. I don't think so.
Not with that hair.
No, not with that. And those faces too, pal. Goddamn.
Tom Zink doesn't look like he can throw together two sentences, but he sure looks like $1 million.
Right. Just stand there.
Can't really wrestle either. It's good for this show.
Is this the Men in Black? Oh no!
Listen,
we're back to where I think the commercials.
Listen to one of the podcasts that do a serious review on the WCW at this time. He takes a lot of stick. It'd be perfect for this show.
He said, "I'm looking at you, Ric Flair. You owe me a whole bunch of kamikazes because you drank all the kamikazes last time you were at the Funk Grill, and you owe me $79,000. I'm coming for you, Ric Flair. Your mother's a whore." You know he's.
Oh man! Oh Terry.
Oh Terry.
Terry's still doing okay, right? Like
he's still kicking. Yeah, still kicking.
One of those other ones that you say is far too pickled.
Far too pickled to die. Yeah, absolutely. He's telling Chris
has retired more times than Ric Flair.
Well,
it's tough. They're still battling. Don't count them out. They're still racing each other.
They're trying to see who can get there faster. Charlotte said something tonight about how her dad if her dad was here, he could beat up Dom. I'm like, don't tempt him, goddamn.
Don't tempt him, yeah.
Goddamn.
Although, who was, God, why can't I think of his name? Bobby Lashley's old manager.
Oh, Leo Rush.
Leo Rush. Yes, Leo Rush
he's
is trying to
paralyzed.
he's trying to catch up to them too.
But he's like he's got a lot of time to go. Leo Rush is like 26 years old.
Yeah.
He's retired from pro wrestling 26 times, and he's 26 years old.
Every time he has a new match, he retires again.
He's like, that's it, I'm hanging
And then he
up.
spends the money by the weekend, and then he's like, "Shit, I'm unretired, guys."
I gotta get back to wrestling, I guess.
It's a pretty good gimmick, though.
Well, that's the end of this episode of WCW World Wide. It's time for Glenn to go to bed. Glenn, do you got anything you need to plug before we get out of here?
Nope. Just keep listening to or watching this if you're watching it on YouTube, and we'll be announcing when the new show comes out.
That is correct. Mayor of Canton, what about you? You got anything you need to plug?
I'm gonna plug AWIPOD World Wide.
Hey,
I wanted to do that. Mr. Thomas Price, 2017. I believe the Instagram for that is Sports Report 2021.
that's right.
And you got SportsWire Radio up above Glenn's head. Actually, I can't see which figure that is there in the back corner, but right above one of them.
Dusty.
We got
Dusty.
SportsWire. Okay, we got right above Dusty's head. We're gonna do a little Dusty Rose for you, baby. Okay, no, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, follow that. Follow all of us here from Parts Unknown. You got. I can't think of Glenn's. I'm terrible at the ads.
GA Wrestle.
WrestleNut. That's it. I usually just have to type G and it pulls up Glenn, and then my brain doesn't have to think anymore. Follow AWIPod and watch me meal with the mayor. I'll eat something next week. No promises what it is, but I'll eat something.
Delicious.
Delicious. Maybe
give
not.
Give our YouTube a channel, subscribe. We always got some wrestling talk up there. Where all of our premium live event pay-per-view previews are up there, and our new show that Glenn was just talking about will be on YouTube as well. So give us a subscribe on YouTube, and that's it. I ain't got nothing else either. We'll talk to you guys next week.